to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you. Good morning. I'm Betsy Keller. I'm the County Administrator. I'd like to welcome everyone to our Employee Fitness and Wellness Center grand opening, whether you're joining us in person or if you're joining us virtually. When I started with the county in 2008, the court at that time gave me a list of projects they would like to see us accomplish. That list included, among other things, the employee health care, a daycare, and a fitness and wellness center. Causes of chronic disease are known. They're inactivity, diet, and smoking. And if these risk factors were eliminated, at least 80% of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes would be prevented, and over 40% of cancer would be prevented. This fitness and wellness center was a longtime goal of the county to help address these factors and improve the health and well-being of our employees, help control the rising cost of medical claims, and provide a location for employees to work with trainers, coaches, and professional nutritionists on both their mental well-being and their physical well-being. We've come a long way from employees using hallways, basements, and any room they could find to do Zumba or other fitness classes. And before we get to our speakers, I'd like to take a moment to recognize a few people. Please stand when your name or department are called, or raise your hand so we can recognize you. First, we want to start by recognizing Human Resources, ITD, Parks and Facilities Department for all the work you've done to organize today's event. The Human Resources Department, Claudia, Sam, and Melissa for having the passion and drive to develop, plan, organize, and operate this fitness and wellness center for our county family. I would like to especially thank and recognize Sabian Solis and Ruby Munoz, who led that passion and drive and will be operating and will be coordinating events throughout the county, all active. Our Public Works Department, especially Melina Banuelos, who served as the construction project manager for the construction of this beautiful facility, and Norma for the leadership she provides, and our IT department, who supplied the technology component of the construction. Our architect, Steve Franco, with Carl Daniels Associates, who designed the beautiful facility and improvements, and our contractor who constructed the facility, Perican Enterprises, LLC. Our Parks Department, who are our event planning experts, and they will manage the event section of this fitness center for the department and for the public use. We're all standing in the public event use space, so this space will be available for use for both departments and the public. We want everyone to take advantage of this gorgeous outdoor space that we have. Thank you all for your work on that. Our facilities department and our team in the back, who are often behind the scenes, but they make it happen. Thank you for all the critical work you've done for this facility. Our county attorney's office, who are also behind the scenes on so much of what we do, reviewing and developing the various contracts and legal opinions we needed to establish this facility. Thank you. And our risk pool board for recognizing the need and approving the plans and contracts provided by staff. We do have our risk pool board chair, James Quilty, with us, and our trustee, Marcella Van Hoove. Thank you so much for being with us and for your leadership on this project as well. I would also like to personally thank all of our wellness ambassadors watching virtually and joining us today. You are what keep our departments and our employees engaged in wellness. And to Jessica, my own wellness ambassador, thank you so much for all the infused waters. And finally, I would like to thank our Commissioners Court for making this happen. It may have started as a someday project, but you all did the heavy lifting, the action work, to make it become a reality. Judge, you are one of the biggest advocates for fitness and employees that I know. Commissioner Leon, you are our constant advocate to take care of our employees, as that is how they will take care of our residents. And Commissioner Stout, you're one of the steadfast champions for this project, which faced many hurdles. I personally want to thank each of you. You were ready for this, and your actions show it. I would now like to present to you Commissioner Carlos Leon, who will say a few words.
Thank you, Betsy. I'm first because I've got a meeting in a little while, Judge, so that's the only way I got here. And I've got to echo what Betsy just said. Southwest is, their logo is, we want our employees to treat them like we treat them. So it is very important to me, it's very important to the court that our employees are happy, because all we get is calls of how well you all have performed. And I'm so proud of this gym. As you can tell, I am a bodybuilder. I'm sorry, that wasn't funny. But one of the things that my doctor has told me is you've got to maintain your cardio insofar as keeping your heart strong and your lungs, because if you were to come down with something, it's not going to be pretty. So I see everybody that is here and what this means to me. When I go by there, I was thinking, how is this going to look? You remember those big red tumblers that were there? People would be walking back and forth, and they can just see in here, and now there's going to be a lot of privacy, and I understand we'll be able to maybe rent this place out to some quinceañeras and things. Maybe we can get a little jumbotron back here so we can show those videos that we missed this morning. But again, thank you, Betsy, and to all the employees that we have here. It's a family. And I just feel so at home when I walk into the courthouse or when I walk into any of our county facilities around town. So thank you for making it happen. Commissioner Stout, Judge Samaniego, I know that Commissioner Robinson couldn't make it, but you know, it's a heck of a court and a heck of a family. So thank you.
Next, we'll have Commissioner David Stout.
Thank you all. Good morning. What a beautiful day to be able to enjoy this space that so many have worked hard to create. You know, I'm just as excited to be here, I'm sure, as Betsy and Melissa and Sam. You know, I've always worked to have a priority in healthcare outcomes, and since I got into office in 2015, it's kind of been one of my one of the things that I've paid most attention to, and you know, looking at this space when I came into office, I remember I couldn't even get out the doors. It was closed off to the public as well as our employees. You know, I don't even remember what was in this room. It was probably just storage. But you know, I'm happy that throughout a number of years, the commissioners' courts have had you know, a vision to provide a wellness center for our employees. You know, I was happy to have been able to help pick up that baton and help run with it when I came into office, and understanding, you know, the importance of wellness, especially in a community where, our healthcare outcomes are not the best. We suffer a lot from chronic illnesses like diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, others that really, it comes down to what we eat and whether or not we do exercise. And so, and I remember I used to work at the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, and in that building there was a wellness center, there was a gym in that building, and I thought that it was the greatest thing because I had the opportunity to have that convenience and have that availability, of that type of facility at my workplace. I didn't have to drive to a gym a half an hour away from where I lived, or look for another manner to do exercise. I think it's important for us to be able to provide these opportunities to people because if we don't, provide these spaces, I think people are not prone to utilize them, right? And so I think the same thing has gone for other priorities, other policies that we've looked at when it comes to healthy food and wanting to offer more options for people to access healthy food. It falls in line with the same type of mentality. And, I know that it's why a number of years ago as well, the Commissioners Court, asked that when we contract our food vendors, for example, that we had more healthy options within what we were offering in our cafeteria and in our vending machines. And so, this wellness center is just very convenient, I think, for all the people that work in this building. It's in a great space that was underutilized. And, I think the idea of being able to come in before work or staying after work or using a lunch break to utilize this space is great. Or perhaps maybe in the future we can actually give employees the opportunity to have half an hour, a day or every couple of days to be able to utilize this space as well. I think that the COVID pandemic has really underscored the necessity for providing these types of spaces as well, because we all know that the majority of the people that we ended up losing that succumbed to COVID-19, again, they suffered from some of those pre-existing medical conditions, those chronic illnesses that I just mentioned, and this, I hope, will help us mitigate some of that in the future, right? I was just talking to the president of the risk pool right now, and thanking him, and I want to thank the risk pool for, the investment in this. It's I think a long-term investment. It's not going to change overnight, but I think as time goes on, we're going to see healthier employees, and that means less lower costs when it comes to providing people's health care as well. And so I'm very excited that we're gonna be doing this. I'm very excited that I can now ride my bike to work and not worry about being all sweaty, and I can get in the shower, or I can come on my lunch break and work out on my lunch break. It's just a great opportunity, and I'm excited to be able to come and use this space and see more people here at the county doing so as well. So thank you once again for your time, and thank you to all of those who put labor, time, effort, tears, blood, sweat. It's been a long time in the making. I didn't know if I was going to still be in office by the time we finished it, but I'm still here for the time being. We'll see in a year from now. But I'm very. This is one of the accomplishments that I feel that I can be very very proud of having been a part of. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioners. Next, we'll have our Honorable Judge, Ricardo Samniego.
Well, thank you, Betsy, and everyone that we all came together. We keep showing that our county is a role model. And this is, it seems like it's something that we're doing for ourselves, but it's a role model of what every company should be doing. And that is getting their actions out of their mission statements and value statements on the wall and talking about all the things and how valuable employees are. I'm hoping that this is a gift that we cherish a lot. We take a lot of advantage of having county employees that we do. I've said over and over, worked with a lot of organizations, but the caliber of county employees that we have is just amazing. And so this is an opportunity for us to do something here internally for everyone that works here at the courthouse. We also know that beyond a doubt, being in the pandemic and in the traction and trying to get everybody to understand, one line of defense that is more important than any other thing is your health. That's a line of defense that got us into a little bit of a problem. People died because of that. And I think that if you become that role model, and I've said, if everyone has someone in a family that they look at and they want them to be that person that says, if I'm working out, if they see you working out, if they see that employees are engaged in this situation, then they're more likely to do that themselves. So I'm very proud because one, like I said, this idea, I've been in HR and we talk a lot about caring for our employees and sometimes it doesn't pan out the way it should. We also know that each one of you is going to be more productive, and I want to read you something that's, so it'll be, and then we'll work around that, but it says, a Harvard study showed the benefits of exercise are just not just physical. There's evidence that it boosts mental abilities like enhanced creativity, quicker learning, sharper memory, and improved concentration. Some research suggests that exercising during working hours can also pump up work performance and that workers who visited the gym during working hours were more productive, managed their time better, and felt more work satisfaction. And that is what we're trying to accomplish, right? We get, taxpayers depend on us. They depend on our productivity, they depend on our efficiency, they depend on everything that we do to make sure that we take that money where it should be. And this is what we do. If you become more efficient, if you become more productive, you become more creative, then it allows us to really get that money, that investment back. And I think that's something, if you've noticed in our commissioner's court, we're always looking to make sure that we do the right things, that our budget is balanced properly, that we do everything possible not to increase our taxes. And so this is part of it. So I want you to connect. And I've always said that if you don't connect to the big picture, then we lose out. And the big picture is that when you're here and you participate and you feel better about yourself, then you're going to be more productive and more creative. And that's something we always are looking for. We are very creative. I mean, if you think about the utilization of this space, the seed and how it started, and to be here, this is the kind of thing that we do all the time for the rest of the community. All the time, we're trying to, you pass by parks and we do incredible things, and what a great opportunity for this time to do something for our employees and to the community. And like I said, the big picture is you'll be connected and you'll see the impact it'll have on the entire community. I see the healing garden as something similar, and I have to express that healing garden is for you to share with the rest of the community that came from the county. So we now, within just a little small time, within months of each other, we have been able to produce something that most organizations, the Amazons, it used to be only the Googles of the world were able to do these kind of things for their employees. And we're doing it right here. So one of the things that's important is that we need desperately, desperately a beacon of hope. As we come out of the pandemic, and I'll use my same over and over, in our rearview mirror are 2,800 people that died. No U-turns, no U-turns. We got to continue forward, but we cannot lose sight of where we came from. And by doing that, we're honoring your health, taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, making sure that you get excited and that you share that excitement with other people. I can tell you, one of the most contagious things you'll ever do is get excited about your health, and you're going to get several people around you getting that excited. There might be some concerns about why we're doing it here and taxpayer money, and it's hard to explain how we were able to get here by savings and so much. The way we're going to do it is by amazing participation of this gym. This gym, the best thing that can happen to us if you tell us that there's too many people, or that it's hard to get into it, or that's what we want to hear. What I don't want to hear, and I'll be very blunt, is that we come here and it's not being utilized. You want to, I think it's a gift. You want to help us, the commissioners, myself, and how they work with each other. You want to honor us with that and that we don't get criticized. Make this one of the most utilized gyms of any place in El Paso. We'll feel proud, you'll feel proud, and it'll carry on to the rest of your families. Thank you very much. Okay, now I'm the MC. Hello, girls. Hi, everybody. I'll use my radio voice now. Now we're going to be going in this direction. If you don't mind, we're going to do the tour. So everyone, if we go into this direction, and then we're going to meet you at the other end. So we thank you, and we'll see you really soon and start the tour. Thank you.
Should be hearing that. Yeah, he went back up. Yeah.
I'll come right here beside Sam.
Do we do the 1, 2, 3 kind of thing?
Lower your speakers.
We're already cutting pictures.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, everybody take a station. I think you're here for fun. Okay.
Good job. Good job. That's a good idea.
Before we roll the video, we have a question. Are you ready for this? Yeah! Video.
see my name under big lights. It sure looks good to me. I'm coming up now, I'm ready for the big time. I'm gonna be hard to beat. Oh, I'm a hard act to follow, got a big reputation. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Let me hear you sing it. Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. You ain't seen nothing like this now.
Where do we sign up? Audio back?